On the Wado Radio Show. On the Wado Radio. On the Wado Radio Show, where it's much more than music, it's ministry.
DJ Wado, of course. The big homie Cannon, he's here.
What's up? Chilling.
Let me ask you this, bro. Do you think RMG as a crew gets the respect that it should get?
Heck no. What you talking about? Shoot.
Well,
a
no,
group
but I
never get the full respect that they should. You know what I'm saying?
See, here's the thing. I ask in this context. Obviously, people think of Reach.
Yeah.
You know, when they think about, you know, a lot of the top crews, Humble Beast. Of course, you got Lamp Mode. Of course, you got Collision. And I've told Doc this. I feel like, man, y'all are just as talented a label as everybody else, all the other joints out there. You know, and that's no disrespect to anybody else. But y'all, I mean, y'all got some beast on the roster, man. But do you think that the public perception maybe matches the talent level that you guys have?
Yeah, I think. Well, here I'll put it like this: you got me, Derek Minor, Chad Jones, Tony Tillman, and potentially more. And one thing is,
that potentially more sounds like y'all might be looking at bringing some other people into the fold.
I mean, you may be prophesying, prophesying. I ain't said nothing besides what I said. You know what I'm saying? But you know, but all I'm saying is, it's just you got 4 amazingly creative individuals, and you put them 4 in the group, and so when you put those 4 in the group, especially when they're completely different in their sound and where they're coming from,
yeah,
you have to find a chemistry with that can put them in a situation where they sound amazing. And so just because you have 4 great individuals doesn't mean 4 great individuals make an amazing group.
Yep.
And I'm not saying we're not a great group, but what I'm saying is I think over the time it's taken us time to really develop what that amazing sound for us looks like.
Got you.
And so sometimes a group, by the time they get out, they've had people polish them, they've had people give them lessons on stuff, or they've had coaching and whatnot. And for us, man, we started straight from the bottom.
And now you're here.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, we're still learning so much stuff, man. I'm even learning so much stuff, but respect level, man. I'll put it like this, man. People rally around great music. That's one thing. So you don't have to convince people something is great. If it's great, people are just they'll rally around it.
Yeah.
And at the same time, sometimes there's just notoriety. People just don't know about stuff, so it never gets the proper exposure. But I think in the past, man, I think we've learned some lessons, and I think we've even rebranded some things, man, just for each artist as well. And I think moving forward, I think we have a plan of better music and a better approach to how we want to present ourselves as a group. So, man, whether people respect us or not, guarantee y'all gonna respect that this year, next year coming around.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, we just got different stuff coming up. So, you know, we'll have a different approach towards the year 2014 with our music, and you'll definitely see growth from the label. So,
last time we did the interview, we was at South by Southwest, and you made a lot of good points about Christian rappers, Christian hip hop in general, just needing to step up in terms of artistry, in terms of even fashion and things like that. And those were, I thought those were great points. Everybody obviously has been talking for the past couple of months about Kendrick Lamar's Control verse. You know, do you think that was one of those moments, even for you as a Christian artist, you hear that and you say, man, like, I need to step up, or, you know, it even validating some of the stuff that you said in that last interview we did?
Yeah, you should always feel the need to step up. I don't think you should ever think that you're in a situation when you don't feel like you have to do more. Kendrick Lamar, what he did, I felt like he just told people, he was like, yo, you just need to do better. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he was saying he was the best in the world, but I think he was saying, yo, at the state of the game where it's at right now, it's not looking too good, and I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna prove it with a verse. How sad this game has gotten, and so for me, man, I've always felt the need to step up. I don't need somebody to like kill me on the track to tell me to step up. I don't need somebody to kill a song to tell me to step up. Like I've always felt the need to step up. After my album get out, people gonna be like, man, like it was great, but I'm like, yeah, it's cool, but I felt like I needed to step up still, you know. So I mean, that should always happen, you know.
What step up mean for you?
For me, man, for me personally, when it comes to me as an artist, lyrically, business, you know, thought process, branding, content, you know, even fashion look wise, concern for certain issues in the world beyond my own, and at the same time just like a sense of professionality. Just you don't want to just do a bunch of ministry and don't be professional about it. That's one thing us artists can't stand, is when you come out and do all these shows and the promoter just ain't professional, or even your own business ain't professional. But just be professional. You know, don't be sloppy with it. You know, when these artists come out, man, pay them what you owe them. They got kids. You know, this may be their full-time job. Like, don't be that guy that's be like, we kind of got it, or I forgot to pay him. And it's like, nah, man, like, don't get it twisted. You mess with a man's money, you mess with his family, and he ain't gonna be too happy after that. So I mean, what happens at that point, I can't help you. But hey, people think, oh man, it's just ministry, it's for the Lord. It's all right, it's for the Lord. Hey, bruh, you got a starving family behind him. You better pay him his money. You know, so he got bills to pay. So, but yeah, man, just like in all those aspects, man, being able to step it up. You know, and most of all, man, just even spiritually, man, just having a spiritual maturity that I didn't have the year before, or the week before, or the month before. So yeah, man, I think you always have to step it up every day, every week, every month, every year. It shouldn't take for stuff to get bad for you to feel like, oh, we got to do better. It's like, no, man, you should be fighting for that to begin with.
Yeah. What do you think the state of the music industry is right now? Not even just the Christian scene, but just the like, where do you see this thing going in the next 4 or 5 years?
I think right now, from what I'm seeing right now, I think it's kind of stagnant. But it's always like a little. There's always like a rotation, you know. You'll have the season of music where it's all about dances and stuff. Well, first it'll be like everything's all about the lyrics, right? And then you have everything where it's like, oh, okay, then it's gangster, you know. And then you have everything where it's like it's about dancing and fun and whatnot. And then you get to another season where it's like, all right, well, it's about the lyrics again, you know. And so I think some artists do very well because they know where the season is going, they know the direction of where it's going. So
what season you think we in right now?
I think we're in a season where things have gotten very lyrical, but at the same, I think it's a mixture. I think it's a mixture of lyrical and dance. No, I take it back. I think right now it's mainly just lyrical, because it's coming out of a dance season, type of deal.
So transitioning,
right? But I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing a lot of like hard rappers trying to come out, you know what I'm saying, just talking about banging and on the streets and whatnot. And you still hear that throughout all the chorus, but I think there's certain seasons where it's much more heavier.
More prominent.
Right. You got artists like Kanye where he puts out something every time and people's like, yo, this mug is so different. And usually it's way before its time, but Kanye understands the seasons, so he'll put something out before the season even comes. And then now what it would seem as is like, man, this brother's trailblazing, because whatever he puts out, the culture follows, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, no, he just understood the seasons. It's like, bro, he knew it was coming into a type of season, and, you know, he just hopped into that mug, and now everybody's gonna follow. So, I mean, I think right now we're more lyrically, but, you know, who knows where it can go now, so.
Yeah, absolutely, man. DJ Wado, the homie Cannon, he's here. We got more with him in a minute. Keep it locked.